Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing, welcome to another live stream, another Monday night stream. Hope we are all doing well. James, John, how are we doing? See you in chat, hope we're all well. I'm looking forward to Friday's race, that should be a good one. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Today's dailies, this week's dailies, not too shabby. Not too bad. This is the one that we're going to be on tonight. I'm going to try and be as competitive as possible. Kyoto Driving Park. Which layout is it? It's the reverse layout of, is it Yamajiwa? But I tell you what it is. Surprisingly, there's been a new update. So, of course, that means new best ever cars again. But the McLaren, surprisingly, the McLaren is absolutely on form. I am James. Had to be done. Yes, the McLaren, the 650S. Really surprised that that is as good a car as it is in this race. I thought, being Group 4s, that it would have been a four-wheel drive car. Normally is for this track. I thought it would have been the GTR or the WRX. But the 650... unmatched. Unmatched. Correct, John. Exactly. I probably would have, had I have actually realised what I was wearing, I probably would have changed it before the stream. But there we go. Anyways, let's let everyone know what we're up to. So I've just done a little test race with this. Thankfully, got back up to A rating in the process. I was half a second off a podium. Plus a half-second penalty, so a second off a podium in the end, but it was a pretty decent race, to be honest. Now, what we've got to watch out for is pit stops. Mandatory pit stop in this one, which I think caught a lot of people out. So you do have to pit. You don't have to change tyres. It is medium tyres only, but I do think it's worth changing tyres. The extra 3 or 4 seconds I think you'll probably gain back in the race, or if you come out side by side with someone, you've got the ability to kind of have a bit more confidence in the tyres. Now, James, now. Right. Yeah, P11 for starts here. Quite a lot of people in the 650. Let's put my phone on Do Not Disturb as well. It does look extra pink on the stream. The saturation is quite high on on that webcam. Right, let's go. Right, P11. We've got a bit of work to do. I did start P7 in the last one. I made a couple of mistakes, but I really could have been on for the podium, probably the win, had I not made a couple of mistakes. My little pre-stream practice race that I did. Let me know though, sound and video, is that all looking good? Hopefully it is. Let me know if not, let me know if the vocals need to go up, or if my voice needs to go up anymore. Or the game needs to come down. Oh, there's someone gone. We have that one, P10. A nip underneath there, possibly here for a double switchback. We've got the Lambo to our left. There we are, we're going to have that. Oh no! This one a little bit too wide there. Man in the Lambo thinks that was his fault. I was going to say I did think there was a little bit of contact there, but I couldn't have said for sure. I didn't know if it was just my mistake. But the Lambo drops back, so maybe it was contact from him. So fair play to him for that. P10 for us now though. We were making good progress. Now there's a couple of corners on this track that feel a little bit different. Corners that I think you used to be able to kind of take a little bit closer to being flat out. I'm not too sure if that is the case, if any of the corners have changed at all, or if I'm just too busy remembering what it was like to race here in the Group 3s. This one did typically always used to be a Group 4 race. Whenever we did this layout, it was always the Group 4s. The pink's loud enough. Now that there was something I tried just in the race, as I was in the race I did before the stream, because I was desperately trying to catch up with somebody, and it was for the podium, and I thought it's worth a gamble, and I just sort of planted my foot in third, upshifted to fourth really early, almost to just bog the car down just that little bit and not allow it to spin out, but it really worked quite well on that corner. I'm going to have to watch a few of the hot laps as well to learn a little bit on track limits there, because I'm always quite surprised when I make a mistake and go what I think is a little bit too close to almost cutting the corner. I don't get any penalties for it. Catching up onto the back of P7 here. Now, is that meant to say that? Is that meant to say Vicar is streaming, or is it? Does it actually? Is that actually meant to say that he's steaming? Ah, that was the difference there. Just ended up straight into the back of that guy though. Have that. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right, we're pushing on through the grid now. P5 and 6 right in front of us, with P4 about a second ahead of them. I was really trying to make sure that I didn't just run out wide straight into the side of that Renault there. We're all good. Do we look to the inside here? Might have been worth it. It might have been worth it. Play the longer game. P4's gone. Oh. To the inside of P5 there, that had to be done, that one. That had to be done. Oh, we've been hit there. That's contact. Frustrating. onto the back of P4 now. Renault's going to have our slipstream though. If he has any sense, he'll bump draft us yet. No. Right, onto the back of P4 now, come on. Going to pit end of this lap and we're going to change tyres as well. Right, we're going to have P4 here, I think. Come on. Come on. Not quite, not quite. This guy not with the best of internet connections. There's going to be two of us going into the pits yet. Oh! No! Nightmare. Two of us going into the pits, that's what happens. What's going to happen? Do we get a track limits penalty? Possibly. No. No damage either, which I thought we would have had. That's a strange one. That is a real strange one. Funny. Like to see an off-board of that one. Don't want to be on the out. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. All I can do there is just race my line because I've got no idea where he actually is. Got no idea where he actually is on track, so you can't start trying to avoid him because he's everywhere. Everywhere at every second, glitching back and forth. Here we go though, a couple of people in the pits. Where's this going to put us here? Leader hasn't gone in though, that's probably one of the most important things so far. Not at the moment. So he's going to run really, really long on one set of tyres and then come in on the last lap. But we're going to be trying to close that gap as much as possible along with everybody else who's pitted middle of the race on a totally fresh set of tyres. Someone runs wide, P5. Right, P4 is 5.5 seconds up the road. gone wrong now. Oh, he's made the same mistake and ran wide. We don't have to worry about him then. Right, it could just be that we end up trying to hold on to P7. P5, sorry. Which isn't too bad from P11. Picture and sound good, that'll do me. Hit the like button, absolutely. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button on the stream. Talk about asking for the penalty, yeah, I know. A lot of talk around the F1 this weekend for track limits, but that one was fairly obvious, that one. Just trying to push a little bit too hard. That middle S, that's how we should have done it. Penalty to serve now. Cars up front. Leader still hasn't pitted yet. Could actually be P4 for us, depending on exactly where the leader comes out. I think it's about 20 seconds, so if he has a bad lap or so, and we have a good one here, although he's going to have to come in at the end of this lap. Worthwhile. Hamilton sounded like a big baby. He did a little bit, but I'm sure if we heard everybody else's radio, they'd probably be saying the same. It was a little bit annoying. One thing that I'd be interested to know, so when you're watching the Sky Sports coverage, a lot of the time you'll see, mostly on the street circuits they do it, but there's that little AWS thing where it'll come up and it says like 10 centimetres to the wall, 8 centimetres to the wall, 6 centimetres to the wall, and they've done that on the past couple of street circuits, and I wonder if something like that could be used for track limits. Some actual sort of highly accurate, of course, GPS in the actual wheels, because you wouldn't be able to put them in the actual tyres, but the actual wheel nut itself, perhaps some sort of GPS in there, and then a load of sensors and lasers and all that kind of thing, because that was something that they were talking about, was lasers along the lines to know when drivers have gone over. But that all sounds quite expensive, doesn't it? "13 seconds. To the leader. Looks like it's going to be P5 for us, which is not bad from P11. Not bad at all, I would say. go then. P5. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, John, you hate this track. I quite like it, to be honest. It's probably one of my, not strongest, but I always do enjoy the races around here. There's a lot of the Kyoto tracks that are not very good for racing, but I do feel like this is one of the, definitely one of the better ones for sure. Definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Fixed transponders in the same location on the car, yeah. Yeah, in theory, it's something that would work, isn't it? But I don't quite know. Right, race 1 done. 3 more to go. We're going to try and improve our lap time. We're going to stick with the 650. I do quite like that car. Drives quite nicely. Feels quick. Feels good in the race. There he is. Adam, how are we doing? NASCAR yesterday was a must watch. SVG spanked everyone on his debut. I don't know who SVG is, but is Kimi Räikkönen still racing in NASCAR? I think he was doing NASCAR, wasn't he? Light deployed on the way in. What a hero. Thank you, mate. Looking forward to the race on Friday. Should be a good one. Wasn't particularly great, but right, we should get this plus 3 more laps in. Should, providing there's no silly mistakes. So if you want to get your guesses in for what our fastest lap will be, what will our lap in purple be? If you get it correct, we all know the score. Free t-shirt from the merch store. Got to get all 3 decimal places, so 42 point whatever I've got there, 875. You've got to get all 3 decimal places also, but if you get it correct, free t-shirt from the merch store. Go. Carhal, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Hope we're all well. 42.655. Adam reckons. I need to look at the top times as well, mostly for a target or a reference. Oh no, that's all gone wrong. Mostly for a target or reference more than anything else. 48 at 41.878 so far. See if we can improve that. I'm sure the top times will be down in the 39s, 38s probably. Probably even more than that, probably quicker. Or it wouldn't surprise me if they were. Right, that was a lot better there. wide. Right, this lap is down the pan. 41,666, 41,521 now, says Adam. I definitely improved because I actually braked quite heavily through those through that S there on the last lap. Right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, 2 more laps. 2 more laps. We'll just keep this in 6 now. Kind of worked, kind of didn't. That kind of worked. Really feels like you're taking the mick with that chicane, but you want to try and straight line it as much as possible. Oh no. Slight mistake there, not the end of the world. Four tenths up there. It's going to be a 41.39 something. 397, there we go. Made a slight mistake. Into turn 1 there, broke slightly too late, but maybe his V cut in that corner is a slightly better way of doing it. 2 tenths up, 2.5 tenths up. Can we get this down into the 40s here maybe? Be great if we could. 4 tenths up, there we go. Now we're getting there, now we're getting there. Let's just not make any mistakes. I'm guaranteed to now, but that's where I've lost a lot of time. 2 tenths down. Oh no, lost all my time there. Oh wow. Wow. Let's start again. So we can get a full lap in here if we start again. Just have enough time here. All of 4 seconds spare. It's going to be that 41.3 that we take through with us, which isn't a bad lap. Craig, how we doing? Yeah, unfortunately Craig's away on Friday. I'm going to put that fan on it because it's rather warm. Right, starting P3 for this one then. Take your PS with you, yeah. Oh, it was tomorrow, Craig, you went to Belfast, sorry. That's class though. Tell Scotty I said hello. This squeaky chair's doing my head in. I bought a new chair so that it didn't squeak. And it squeaks more than the last one. Disappointed if I'm sober enough to play. Right, no traction control, all good. Right, come on, we've got to aim for the race win on this one then, and then we can... I'll end the stream early and end on a high, which doesn't happen very often. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go. Dive bomb into turn one. Okey dokey. Man. That's a nightmare. That half-second penalty is going to put me right back now. And P1's just got himself a clear run. Man. As far as good chances go for a result, this was one of them. Let's see if we can claw it back a little bit. I promise I'm not a cheat. Try not to be anyway. Can't be helped sometimes. There we go. Gonna end up right amongst the lot of them here. And we might be alright if we can just defend a little bit yet. Oh no. Right, we're alright, we'll defend the position. Larry, how we doing, mate? Good evening. Hope we're doing well. 2.2 to the lead now. Come on. Oh, that was almost track limits there. Right. Need to try and keep closing here to the leader. We've got it down to 2.1 now. .9. There we go, he's made a mistake. 1.3. 1.1. Oh. Right, magic. Now we just got to defend the lead. It's easier said than done, that. It's easier said than done. Although it helps if they run wide like that. Lovely stuff. And the reason it's not so easy is I'm still going to change tyres. So we need to make sure that we've got a big enough gap to be able to change tyres, because I'm not sure what everybody else behind is going to do. Right, 2.7 P2. Oh dear, that one might be a penalty. Might be alright, I feel like we should be. It's a bit too soon. Pulling a big gap with the guys behind though, which is good. Yeah, shouldn't be an issue, the penalty, I don't think. Plus, that 5-second gap that we've got at the moment, even if we brought that down to 4, that should still be enough time for a tyre change as well, even if the guys behind didn't change. I don't think they would get the jump on us with that kind of gap. Under 4 seconds then maybe, but I don't think they would have got that kind of advantage. And we're going to serve the penalty. Oh, maybe we will, maybe we won't. We will not serve the penalty until the next lap, will we actually? I don't think anyways, I could be wrong. Alright, well, I'll tell you what it is. That is a really... I don't know if glitch is the right word, but we serve a penalty coming out of the pits, which is surely enough got to be much less damaging to your race and your time than serving the penalty on the straight. So that's something I've never noticed before that probably should be looked at. We've gained a big advantage there of not having to serve fully that penalty on the straight. So I think if you're pitting, it should make you serve it on the next lap. I thought that's what it was going to do. Right, we've got a few cars to try and get through here then. Unless any of them are going to decide to pit on this lap. I presume the guy who's now in the lead will be pitting right at the end. Awesome place to serve the penalty, exactly. Big advantage that. I mean, ideally you don't want to be serving a penalty at all. That's an even bigger advantage. Right, I've got to have this to the inside here. I've just got to go for it. Right, they're both into the pits, so they are surely nothing to worry about. .4 to the leader, but he's definitely got to still pit, unless... Oh, I'm going to have a penalty there. Unless he is the guy that pitted. There was someone that pitted on the first lap, but I don't think that was him, because the guy was quite far back. He was well behind me, pitting on the first lap, or the second lap, the end of the first lap. Oh. Big mistake as well, P1, because we're catching him now rapidly there. Now he goes into the pits now. Now, our battle here. It's a half-second penalty. It doesn't actually affect us at all, really, that one there. One second to the Frenchman behind. Oh. Right, okay, now I need to worry. Same mistake again, penalty again. Oh no, no penalty for that one. That's lucky. That's lucky. Right, we're all good. 2.5 laps to navigate for the race win. That's what I was trying to do on that corner. Look at that. 2 tenths, 3 tenths gain there. And you managed to get that one right. That helps a lot. That was silly. We're alright though. So I've also got, by the way, as well, guys, I've got the... oh, Bob, how we doing, mate? Didn't see you in chat there. Just spotted you. Hope we're all well. I'll catch your comment in a second, mate. Sorry. I've got all of the remaining British Heart Foundation races in the calendar. Nothing clashing with them. I'm going to make sure that nothing clashes with them later down the line. So I should be good to do all of the remaining races. We've got 5 rounds left. Next round was Catalonia, if I remember, and then the round after that was Nürburgring, I think, actually, Nordschleife. I think Tokyo was the final round as well, from what I remember. If I don't win the Nürburgring race, I will be absolutely devastated. But I'm looking forward to that. That should be really good. Of course, Adam, I think, who's leading the championship at the moment? Is it you, Adam? I think it was. I think John won the last race. So, and Adam won the first one, was that right? So depending on fastest laps, maybe one of you two, I think, will be leading the championship. Adam on 44 points. How many points do you have then, John? Of course, I'm saying it'll depend. You've won one each, so it'll depend on fastest lap. It'll depend on who got the highest position after that. You're on 36 points. So is that your P2 in the championship? What I basically need to hope for is the equivalent of a DNF each for yous in some of the next rounds. Score as little to no points as possible if I want any chance of winning the championship. 2 races down and I'm coming in with 0 points, so I'd have to be pretty lucky to get anything out of it now, I think. But early doors yet, yeah, exactly. But realistically, if you came P2 in every race, Adam, even if I won and you came P2, I don't think that the difference across 5 races would make 44 points, would it? Unless there's 8 points difference between P1 and 2, which I don't think there is. Yeah, first 25. Yeah, see, so second place gets you 20. So even if I won the next 5 races, I would get an extra 25 points to Adam. So I'm coming last at Nürburgring, don't worry. Yeah, bonuses for pole and fastest lap. Yeah, that's it. So say I struggle with a 1 lap, so pole position probably not so much. Fastest lap maybe also probably not so much. But at least we won that race. A few more of those, and we'll be doing alright. Let's go for it again. Oh, have no confidence at that place. I've got too much confidence, that's my problem. I'm already saying if I don't finish first, I'll be disappointed. I'm already setting myself up for failure. Right, let's go again. Let's see if we can improve lap times. That's got to be the... I was going to say, that's got to be the quicker way of driving. Slightly out wider. Carry a bit more speed round. Right, we'll get 4 laps in total then. Take a guess now, what is our fastest lap going to be? We've got a 41.397 at the moment. For the t-shirt, John says 40.888. If I can get that, John, I'll be mega happy, I think. Whoa. First time I've almost spun that McLaren. It's been absolutely planted out of all of those corners. Nicked a point off John on the last one. I'll catch that in a second, Adam. Never going to read that. Doing a corner at 103 mile an hour. Nabbed a pole point off John last time out. Ah, there we go. He was flying over the mountain. Yeah. Strong track for John, that one. By the sounds of things. I love that track, but it really does take me a long time to get used to it. Got to be working on it a long time before I feel quick and confident around there. Ball backed quality at Bathurst. Made up for it in the race though, mate, didn't you? So it's where it matters. Right, come on then. We need to improve on that time. 42.7. Let's consider that our formation lap, our warm-up lap, our exploratory lap. Could have been earlier on the power there, really. 6/10 up though. I want probably like a second and a half on that lap. messed that right up there. I'm going to have to watch some of the top times actually. We'll do that after this next race, I think. One second. No. No, I think we're all right. One point two. 1.2. Come on, let's try and get this down. We want about 7/10 off there. I'll catch that comment in a second as well, John, sorry. That's it, that's it, that's it. Go, 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 go. Alright, 2/10 up. Brake a little bit later if we can do. Three tenths up. Go. Come on. We were 4/10 up there and then we lost it. That's how we do that there. We didn't actually have to brake that corner at all, it turns out. I've been doing that every single lap. Keep it in 5th, lift, and then drop down to 4th, and away you go. Much better. It'll probably be the same for this corner really, if I can manage to just get it right at some point. 5/10 up there then. We need another couple of tenths. Oh, it was a 2-2 in practice, and then on the race you got 2-7. Oh yeah, mate, you did ball bag that one right up, didn't you? But, as they say, points are scored on the Sunday, or points are scored on the race. Come on, need another 2/10 gained. It's going to have to be through this chicane. It is going to be through the chicane. There it is. Go on. 2/10, we could be down to a 40.8 here. I was carrying a bit more speed there, so I did brake, but I probably still didn't really need to. It's going to be the final lap as well. Ah, I've lost that time. Ah! Bugger. Damn. 41.0. We can improve on that still though. It's not going to be this lap because that was our last lap there. But we can definitely improve. I think there's a 40.6 in there for me somewhere. 40.6 definitely. I could be 4/10 up on this for sure. There's 2/10 there, and I still didn't get a penalty. Really thought I would have had a penalty for that one. Really thought I would have had a penalty. Right, P4 for us starting here. Depending on lap 1, the race win could be on. But we'd have to wait and see. Yeah, I heard about turn 1. I need to watch the replays actually. I don't think I watched the replays yet. Oh wow, Chaos was on the softs, you were on the mediums, and he still wasn't catching. Wow. Wow. There you go, mate. Shows you had the pace. Right, P4. We've got a Citroen, and then we've got two 650s in front of us, and then an 86 behind us. What is going to happen in this race, do we think? Where are we going to end up? Watch the start before I end the stream. We'll see if we can find it if I think on, yeah. Right, we won the last one from P3. Luckily, because P1 binned it. Can we win from P4 here? Can we have a little bit of luck on lap 1? We'll make sure we don't get any penalties. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. We're on the back of P3. We're on the back of the podium. We're still definitely going to go for it. Go on, keep the position. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Didn't quite have enough alongside. A couple more pixels of my car alongside him, and we would have had the rights to that, I think. Go, 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 go. Right. We've got that. We've got that. Almost. Still there. That one was fair enough there. I probably shouldn't have turned in as early. He was always still going to be there. Possibly try and just settle in now and work with him, maybe. .6 to the lead. Oh yes! Probably wasn't expecting that, and neither was I there. Don't know if he's thought he was going to make a mistake and put the brakes on there. That just does show that you can do that corner without braking though. Good stuff, but now we got 4 seconds. Oh, he's gone into the pits, this guy. Interesting. Come on, let's start chasing down the leader here. If we can. The worst bit is you picked the track. What, you picked, oh, you're talking about Catalonia. Did you pick Catalonia or did you pick, are you on about Bathurst? Still 4.2 to the leader, struggling to make any gains at the moment. .7. He made a mistake on the entrance, I made a mistake on the exit. It's down to 4 now though. So just keeping a check on that gap the whole time. .5. Come on. 3.4. P1 was the guy in the sit room, wasn't he? He was in the sit room, if I remember. Wonder why he's slow this lap. Is his tyres gone off, maybe? .2. Come on, we're catching now. We're catching. Could be on for fastest lap here as well. Gone one lap too long here maybe. Well, in fact, definitely. Should have pitted on lap 5. Slight lapse of concentration there. Pit at the end of this lap. Need to pit at the end of this lap. Need to pit at the end of this lap. Need to pit at the end of this lap. Or let's try, actually, since we've already messed it up, let's just actually try and... We've obviously got a pit, but since we're not pitting in the middle and taking advantage of fresh new tyres, we might as well just try and get a couple of extra laps in and pit at the same time as these guys. That's a strategy that I haven't tried yet. Should we do it or should we pit? Pit this lap or stay out? What do we think? If we're pitting now, we're changing for tyres. If not, then we're doing one lap at the end. You just got to do the pit stop. You don't need to change tyres. I was thinking about it there. Let's just keep going. Let's keep chasing, let's keep chasing. It's 7/10 down now. I think our front left ends up in too bad a state to justify staying out. I don't think this is actually the quicker way. I think we would have been better off pitting, changing tyres. Going to be a penalty as well. Yeah. Pretty much matching pace with P1. I really can't manage to catch him, or P2 for that matter. I think we're just all fairly even on pace. Right, I'm actually going to pit this lap since we can take slight advantage of that pit stop glitch. And serving a penalty. Ooh, headphones. Go, 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 go. It's brutal on that front left because all the main corners are those right-handers. So the front left is absolutely done in now. Yeah, you just need to do the pit stop, John. You don't need to do the actual tyre change. Which is where I was sort of in debate about whether to pit on lap 5. I then forgot, and so I was going to pit lap 6, but then I thought, well, shall I just carry on and just not do the tyre change? If you're going to do the tyre change, you obviously go in the middle of the race, take full advantage of, you know, 2 fresh tyres, evenly fresh. It's pointless running a set like this now and then pitting to a fresh set on the last lap. Obviously, I'm sure we all know that, but that was my debate. Now I've gambled on just not changing tyres and doing what is essentially the same strategy as these guys, but as we can see, they've done exactly the same. They won't have changed tyres, and so it hasn't really worked out. I'd be interested to know if I would have managed to catch them on a fresh set, because I'm struggling at the moment with that front left. But it's whether or not it's worth the extra 3-4 seconds to change the tyres, whether you would make that back and more in the race. Which, judging that a lot of these laps have ended up in the 42s, I would say it probably was worth, or would have been worth pitting for me at least. 5.8. Six seconds the gap. .5 in the end, there we go. It's going to be a P3 though, podium. We can't be unhappy with that. He's done very well in the Citroen there as well. Fair play, fair play, fair play. Yeah, tyres are absolutely done in, yeah, exactly. So after doing that, definitely I would rather change tyres during the pit stop. I thought it was worth trying the gamble of not changing. But really I should have just came in on lap 6. It would have been a lap later, but it would have been worth it. Only because I forgot to pit on lap 5. Otherwise that's what I just would have done. But then you would have ended up in traffic and all that sort of stuff as well, so who knows? But that's what we'll do on the next one. We'll do that final race, this one. We'll give it a go. We'll continue with our usual strategy. Good stuff. Right, before we head into the next race, or the last race, if you haven't done so, please do hit the like button on the stream. And if you haven't done so, then definitely please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. We hit 500 subs the other day, and then as you usually do with YouTube, someone will unsubscribe or your channels will be deactivated or whatever. So we then went below the 500. So let's try and get it back up to 500. Next stop 1,000, and keep the channel growing hopefully. But let's see here if we can manage to get. We might just get. Yeah, we'll get 4 laps in. But I'm not quick enough to do 1 minute 41 seconds divided by 9 minutes to work out whether or not we will get potentially another. Don't think we will. I think we'd be like 10 seconds short or something like that. Right. You notice the difference on the fresh tyres for sure as well. Big difference there. Right. Get your guesses in. What is our fastest lap going to be for a free t-shirt from the merch store? If you guess correctly. 141.068 is my current quickest, but I definitely want to improve on that. Oh, just couldn't get the car slowed down to turn there. Definitely need to improve on that because I reckon I can get to the 1 minute 40s. We were 4/10 up on that time at one point, so a 40.6 we know should realistically be doable. Let's go. 140 treble 9 says John. Well, we're already 3 seconds off the pace there, I think. I'm sure I crossed that sector time typically with a 50. So that's interesting. Let's keep going. Having to lift there ever so slightly. Oh! It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Let's just keep going. Right, 40 treble 9. Let's see if we can do that. Oh dear. Done the same again. Oh no! Come on. Right, 2 laps now. That's all we're going to get. Desperate for this 140, pushing just a little bit too hard. Right, come on, final lap. That lap there also wasn't particularly great. Oh man, start again, come on. No, Gary, I didn't see the anything actually from the Pikes Peak. What did I miss though? Is it any good? No worries, Adam. Catch you later, mate. Take it easy. See you Friday. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, see you on Friday. I will post the race details and all that sort of stuff in the chat as soon as I figure it all out. But John's actually going to run the actual lobby as well because he's an absolute hero, which means that I can then just focus on the. Oh, I messed that up as well. Ah! Which means then I can just focus on the stream, as John put this the best. He said, because whenever I try and run a lobby, I cock it up, which is true. So John's going to run the actual lobby, which is good stuff, and then I can focus on sorting the stream and all that kind of stuff. Keep a check on everything and make sure we have a good stream and a good race. So. Right, come on. Why do I keep making silly mistakes? Come on. I'm actually now not going to cross the line in time here. It's more than 10 seconds from this corner to the finish. So there we go. It's going to be that 41.0 that we take with us, not being able to improve. Just mistake after mistake after mistake on this quali run, which is really annoying. Really, really annoying. What's even more annoying is I guarantee I absolutely fly around this lap now as well. That probably wasn't too bad a lap, that one. It was alright, but... Right then. P5. We got an 86 in front of us, then a 650, then the sit run, which I think is the guy who won the first race there, or the previous race. And then what was that in front? And then a 650 again, so... Cushy. Cushy. Right. As I say, if you haven't done so already... Oh, we got a... Is the stream been lagging at all a little bit or not? Or have we been okay? Has the stream been glitching at all, or have we been alright? It says we've had a few lagged frames, which is not ideal. Seems okay. That'll do me. Wonderful. Right. Let's go then. Last race of the stream, starting P5. When we pit, I'm definitely going to go into the pits. Middle of the race and change tyres. 100%. That feels like the better thing to do. Let the race leaders do whatever they're going to do. I'm not going to get distracted by them or end up trying to copy them or worry at all what they do. Just going to crack on. So lap 5, I'm coming into the pits. Have this guy on the exit here. Come on, just need to hope that we can get through the gears just that little bit quicker. Out drag him maybe. Right, go, 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 come on. Got to make sure we give him the space there. He's still on our left hand side, which we absolutely do. He's in the 86 there. Almost losing it there. Almost losing it. We're all good though, we're all good. Everybody running wide and a bit too deep into the final corner. 5 cars separated by 1.1 seconds. Oh, 2 people going into the pits nice and early. Okie dokie, right. Interesting. They're now going to be battling with each other on the way out though, which is good for us. The advantage of going into the pit early like that is so that you drop to the very, very, very back of the pack, and then you've got loads of free air and you can just run a nice, clean, smooth race and then hope that everybody else has issues and do a massive undercut. What's not ideal when you do that is that someone within half a tenth follows you in. So he's now got a bit of defending and a bit of battling to do, so hopefully that persists throughout the whole race, because we're going to have, by the looks of things, a little bit of a battle of our own here. Right in the running for P1 now. The top 3 separated by 3 tenths, less than 3 tenths now, as we head in to the first set of S's, or the last set of S's, sorry. All good, all good. In the running now for P1. I think that these guys, as I say, are going to try and run quite long. They seem to take it quite easy through the S's. Either that or just this Citroen isn't as good through there, which might tell me that they're trying to look after the tyres for the whole race. Come on, what do we think here? We'll try and get the move done as early as we can, try and create as big a gap, if at all possible, knowing that we're going to be going into the pits and playing a super attacking strategy. I think the Citroen might just have the top end. Laters, guys. No worries, James. Catch you in a bit, mate. Hopefully see you on Friday. Enjoy your week in the meantime. But in the meantime, how are we going to get on here? P1 is possible. I'm just going to keep it in 6th here. Go, 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 go. Come on. Right, we've got the run on him now. I looked at it, I looked at it. Right, I'm going to be looking at it again here now. It's from 3/10 back. This could be quite the lunge if we try to go for it. Just takes enough of that line to stop me going and making the move. Nicely done. Right, one more again. One more lap, go, come on. This is going to be close, this, when we get out of the pits. Because we'll have 5 laps where we have to try and push as hard as we can without knowing exactly where this guy's going to be. Annoyingly there, I couldn't try and hang it around the outside of him because then of course I would have been not able to get into the pits. This could end up being one of the tightest races or battles for P1 though. Let's hope we don't fall into any traffic as well, that's the main thing. Just as I say that, we end up right into traffic. I should have gone defensive there, but I was going half the speed out of that pit lane, so I didn't want to have someone come flying into the back of me. It's alright though, he's ran wide. And we should be able to just hold on to this, yeah. Nice and safe. Lovely stuff. Get the run out, away we go. Right, let's keep trying to close this gap to P1. That number in red, 17.1, is the gap. So we should most definitely feel the benefit out of the corners. There we go, 17.8, 16.8, 16.7. .4. We were like 2-3 tenths behind him, so as it stands, we could be in front of him as he comes out of the pits now. In fact, he's not going to come out of the pits, of course. We might. Well, sorry, he is going to come out of the pits because he is pitting. So I take that back. .1. Come on. We should get past these guys in the pits. Yeah, that's not a problem. The only possible concern is these guys behind me here. I don't know if they've been into the pits or not. Or what their race is looking like at the moment, but they're hanging on to me. 15.7. It's definitely worth changing tyres, I think. Look at the advantage we've got now. Yeah, he's not going to change tyres. Yeah, his stop. Well, actually, when I looked at the stop, my stop went, because you have to stop, but you don't have to change tyres. So when you stop without, I looked and it was 1 point something seconds. And then when we did change tyres just there, it was 3 point something seconds. So even if you said 4 and you said that it was 3 seconds more, which it isn't even that much. It's only about 2.5, 3 seconds worst case to actually change the. Oh, here he goes into the pits now. That's interesting. So he must be there you go. He's thinking that he needs to come in, and he'll probably be changing his tyres now. I would have thought he's got to, and he'll come out maybe 3 seconds behind us. No, there he is. There. That is nicely done. He's done that so very well. He's just had the gap to be able to come out into the pits. Now, of course, the advantage for me was actually there, but because he comes out in front of us, even though we're going twice the speed, he comes out in front of us and he's just able to defend. So now the race is on, but he's got a fresher set of tyres. So this is really interesting now. Oh, you think he's not done a change, John? Yeah, good point. He won't have, will he? He won't have done a change. To have actually come out in front of me there, that quick, he won't have done a change. He can't have. Yeah, he can't have. Or maybe he has, I don't know. I don't know anymore. We have to watch the replay and find out. But for now, I'm watching what's on screen. Trying not to make contact. Trying my best not to make contact. Do we think he's not changed? I wonder. I really wonder. Otherwise I would have assumed that he would have went in much later. But maybe that's why maybe he has thought, let's just pit earlier. And then I've got more chance of being able to hold him up. Even if he is on the same set. Yeah, again nearly 3 seconds on him on track. But as I say though, I don't know, because then I was on a fresher set, and the difference is massive, I feel. Yeah, so you reckon the only way you could have gained that 3 seconds back is by not changing tyres, yeah. Yeah, which makes sense, but now he's holding me up, so any time that I do gain, I'm being held up. Can't quite seem to get anywhere past him at the moment into the chicane here. I'm actually going to hang back and just try for a slightly better exit. it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That really didn't work. That actually hurt my hand, that there. That really didn't work. Oh, no. That's it, he's won. He's won. Unless he makes a pretty horrific mistake. But can I gain 2.5 seconds in one lap? Unlikely is the word that springs to mind. That's a dive bomb and a half. Not quite going to work though. Oh, that mistake is what did it all in the chicane. Would have tried that too, yeah, no, it just... wasn't quite enough. And just ended up getting... crossing hands a little bit. .9. 1.8. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. .6, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2, 1.1. Ah! Gone too far. Oh man, that was mega close though, wasn't it? That was so close. Oh, what a race. What a race. Oh man. So close. Just that one mistake into the chicane. That one mistake. It was on the way in as well. It was on the way in. I downshifted, and I just, because I wasn't driving it the normal way, and then you start second guessing and overcorrecting slightly, and just went wrong. Ah man. Devastated. Devastated. What a race though. Fantastic race. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Awesome that. Absolutely awesome. Very good driving. Thank you very much, mate. That was, yeah, good fun, that one. Really, really good fun. We'll save the replay for that one as well. We'll go again. I definitely think that the... In fact, actually, we'll watch the replay firstly and see if he did change tyres. Let's do that first of all. And then I want to watch one of the top lap times and see how I can gain a little bit on my quali. Right then, we'll do one more. And before we do, this will definitely be the last one. Before we do that, please do... like and comment, not comment, sorry, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This was him here, just coming into the pits. Right, let's see if he changes. Is he going to change tyres? Or as John says, for him to gain what he gained and get out in front... No, he doesn't. Away he goes. Right, okay, there we go. So, that was how he did it. And then that's how I know. Look at the speed difference between us, but I had to brake earlier to not go into the back of him. So, that's the slight advantage you have of this track. And the nature of being able to defend it like that. Yeah, comment too by all means, exactly. Say hello in the chat, but yeah. Yeah, caught him too early. Right, well, on that note then, we know what we need to do. So, let's get into the lap times again. And I want to watch... That's going to have to be this one. Into the 39s, this one here then. 39.4. And we want to try and aim to be as close as we can to being within a second. Right, okay, mega tight to the line. Up the third nice and early. Up on the power nice and early. Yeah, so they actually, that one, thankfully, I'd figured out for myself. Drop down to third, start to brake, drop down to third, start turning, up to fourth nice and early. They're actually stretching the gears out there, which I didn't think we were doing in the McLaren. I thought this was definitely an early shifter. I've been shifting a lot earlier. Right, let's see how he does this one then. Oh, he just keeps it in fourth all the way. Drops it to third slightly in the middle of the chicane. Let's just try and keep a check on speeds there. I want to see what kind of speeds we're touching. Slightest stab of brakes. So he's still above 90 miles an hour through the first bit, and he just drops beneath 90 miles an hour as he drops it to third in the middle part of that chicane. So I was actually not braking at all then, just dropping down to fourth for sort of a little bit of engine brake and engine control, but this guy doing that slightly differently. Just keeping it in fifth, tiniest bit of braking. Obviously fifth gear is the best gear for it, right on the edge of track limits there. On the power relatively early in fourth there as well, which is interesting. So I've not been getting on the power as early as that in fear of running wide. So, good to know. Right, let's go. And get ourselves, we'll get 2 laps in here. Let's get 2 laps in. He was in the Citroen, John, he was in the Citroen, but I don't know what it was about it. It didn't seem... It's not my favourite car, I'll be honest. But maybe it was because he was looking after tyres, but there was a couple of corners where it obviously did feel like I was a lot quicker. That's why I'm scared to get down on the power. So early in fourth. Maybe I need to run a little bit wider to be able to get on the power that early. Not that wide. Right, come on, let's get down to the 40s, come on. It's this chicane that we need to get right. Already got it wrong. Mega wrong there. Right, that's good. That was definitely quicker. That definitely felt quicker. Right, is this any quicker? Is this down into the 40s? Is this down into the 40s? Not quite. Right, 3/10 to gain on this one. Three tenths to gain. Get your guesses in. What's our lap time going to be? One final lap. Two tenths we need to get. 3/10, sorry, that we need to gain. Come on. All in this chicane. All in this chicane. Still not really quick enough. Could have been a lot quicker there. Still not quick enough. 40.935. I absolutely wish. Going to be nowhere near, I don't think. Be about level by the time you cross the line. Look at that, 3 thousandths difference. That's what we needed on that last lap. That's what we needed. There's the 2/10 gained already. Yeah, no chance that lap, yeah. Right, P4 again. Right, Big Mace is P2. We got a fellow David 5/10 quicker. Oh my god, 5/10 quicker. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The only advantage we have is if we pit and we change tyres, though. I think that's what we need to do. Definitely. It's the only thing I feel that gives us a chance. It is somewhat easy, as we saw, to defend on this track, but if we can get a big enough undercut, then it's all good. It'll have been difficult for him as well to keep a check on us on where we were when we came out of the pits, because we'd have to start adding up all of the intervals, whereas we, because he was in the lead, we just had the one big red number that told us the gap to him, which made it a bit easier. Right, final race. What do we think we can do? As I say, if you haven't already done so, please do like this stream and make sure to subscribe as well. If you haven't done so already, get your guesses in. What will our final race result be here? Final race of the stream. P4, we begin. Come on. Let's have a good one. Podium, says John. P3, at least. At least. That's a penalty for Mace there, I think. Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry. My fault. Oh, now I'm in everyone's way. Now we're right at the back. No. Oh, man. Bugger. I was way too busy watching for Mace there. Alright, let's just see what progress we can make, if any. Oh man, that's devastating. Absolutely devastating. All those guys running wide, that's good. Was a little bit kind of elbows out there. I would say on the verge of almost dirty driving, I will be the first to admit. Did have the inside line. Kind of had the move on the inside, but debatable. Right, come on, let's try and make up as many places as we can do. Big recovery race this. New guest P6. Yeah. Podium slightly off the cards. Although you never know. But we definitely know. Just had to back out of that one a little bit there. Otherwise I was destined for the wall. Oh, almost am there as well. What a save. If I may say so. Jesus. Right, we've got that one. P7. Right, P5 and 6 right in front of us here. I just hope that when I pit I don't end up in a load of traffic. Because that would really do in our race. Nick Pope would have been proud of that save. Yeah, it was a good one. It would have been better if I didn't have to make it, but, you know. Right, 5 and 6 right in front of us, P4 right in front of them, then a little bit of a gap to P3. In fact, no, it's not. There's not a little gap to P3. It's a big gap to not a big gap to P3. It's a big gap to P1 and 2, I think. Whatever it is, it seems like I can't count at the moment. I was waiting for contact there from the guy behind. Right, there's the podium position then, just about to head down the hill. P2 is quite close to P1. On his back a little bit. Get back on track, come on. Otherwise I had a good exit there. Ugh. Hopefully all these guys are going to be staying out. Oh, P1 into the pits, that's not what I wanted at all. That is not what I wanted. All of these guys also coming into the pits. Right, everyone's into the pits. Big Mace is in the lead at the moment. I wonder if that would work out for him actually. Running a bit longer and then just not changing tyres. But now we're behind this lot here, which could make quite an exciting race because we definitely see the podium. If I got on the podium in this race, it would be an absolute miracle. It would probably make it the most exciting race of the night. Basically a battle now of who is willing to try and push the limits of new tyres the most on the first lap. Come on. Oh man! Really tried to keep the power down and also not go into the back of him so that I could just drive straight around him there. Someone's going to run wide. No, not quite. P1 into the pits now. Mace comes in now. Is he going to change his tyres or not? I really don't want to not getting caught up behind this McLaren here. We've got it, we've got it, we've got it. Go, go, go. P6. John, your guess might be correct so far. Big Mace, does he come out in the lead? He has done. How on earth's he done that? He has done. But Mace definitely went into the pits there, didn't he? He definitely did a pit stop. How on earth he came out in the lead? I don't understand that at all. That undercut, or that kind of, I don't even know, undercut's not the right word. He's got P2 right behind him. Because if you go into the pits first, even when you change your tyres, the undercut is absolutely on until right into the braking zone. The person that you're chasing and trying to undercut pulls out right in front of you, and you've just got nowhere to go. P4 on, yeah, absolutely. Well, he's got a penalty. So, depending on how that plays out. And how close we can get to P3 here, maybe. We could still be looking at that podium, which would be an absolute miracle of all miracles. Really back out of it there for this Ferrari. Thought he was trying to pit there. Switch back on P4. Not quite going to happen. Because otherwise he would have always had that inside line. I'm absolutely having that, mate. I am absolutely having that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Great racing. Great racing. He held that out there. We definitely want this P3 though. Come on. You can still have it, I reckon. Oh, we definitely can because he's gone wide. The mistake is going to cost him. The mistake is going to cost him. I'm having it, I'm having it, I'm having it, I'm having it. We're through, we're through. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. We want the podium. Come on. Come on. This result, genuinely, if we got this podium here, would be a miracle. We essentially had P3, if I remember rightly, when we got past Mace, who made the mistake. And then we end up to the back of the grid after we punt someone off the track. And then that one round the outside. Bit of contact off him there, but we're all good. Right, we absolutely need this podium now. We need it this lap, really. Come on. What do we reckon, John? You said P4 was on. We've got to push though, haven't we? We've got to go for the podium, surely. We've got to, surely. P3, go, 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 absolutely, come on. Oh, wasn't expecting him to break there. I'm going to stick with the best line. Oh, he's gone wide, he's gone wide, he's gone wide. We've got him out of the final turn. Who's this here? Oh, it's Big Mace. We're going to have P2. Lovely stuff. Oh, look at this traffic behind me here. That's a big group of cars all desperate for this, well, for that podium position, really. P2 to them, I'm sure, is a bonus, as it was me. I was desperate for the podium. And then it's like, right, well, P2 we'll definitely have if it's on for grabs. Come on, this is an absolute miracle so far. It's happening. It's still all to lose yet, though. It's still to lose yet. I'm telling you now. Come on, come on, come on. They're all after that podium. Look at them. After that Ferrari. A downshift there just to make sure we don't make any mistakes as the Ferrari comes hurtling through. That is absolutely, as John says, legendary stuff. Oh, yes. Get in. Get in. That was a mega race. That was a mega race. That result, I swear down, was an absolute miracle. KP, how are we doing? Last a second. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. It makes you wonder what could have been had we not made that mistake. That was tremendous, though. I don't know who it was that I binned off. I think in the end they actually left. That was top stuff, that. Top stuff. I'm going to save that replay. That was mega. Really enjoyed that one. Good race to end the stream on. Best race of the night, definitely, yeah. It only took 2.5 hours, but we got there. Best race of the night for sure. Really enjoyed that. Hope everyone else has as well. The stream has still been mega throughout, but that one was definitely topped it off nicely. This track suits good results tonight. Yeah, it's I love this track. Absolutely love it. It always produces, I find, decent racing because there's a few overtaking opportunities that are kind of clear-cut overtaking opportunities. The hairpin. A couple of the big braking zones and exits out of corners as well, but they always compromise you into the next corner and it allows the other driver to get back, try and brake that little bit later, whatever it is, and it works so well. Works really, really well. So there we go. Hope everyone has enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please do like the stream. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yes, we will be back on Friday for our stream that we're in the middle of organising. A little bit more information on that to come. Yeah, keep an eye on the community page on YouTube for that. But there we go. Oh, come check you're happy with the settings for Friday. Go on then, John. We'll quickly run through that. What are we doing? Are we what do you want me to do? Join the lobby that you've set up? Oh, not two player. Not split screen. Not that, not that. This is where it takes forever and starts to glitch. I think so. Right, cushy. Is this where I'll be looking, John? Yes. 'Tis indeed. Right, let's have a little look. I don't know if I can see all of the settings. I might be wrong, I might be right, I don't know. But we'll have a quick look. Race details, here we go. Right, cushy. Oh, so are you setting for rain then? Or are we going to actually totally random at all times? What do we reckon? Yeah, all good. Grid start, definitely. Fastest first. Because, yeah, we'll be doing quali. I think these are the main ones, John, really. Just deciding what tyre wear and fuel that we want. Oh, Jay, how we doing, mate? Welcome along. Thank you, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Good race. I was in there with you. Oh, magic. I don't know if you will have seen, but I accidentally punted somebody. I think he was P3 or P4, and I punted him in that first that second hairpin. So he ended up at the back of the grid, but that actually turned out to be an all right race. Yeah, we want rain definitely. I agree with that. I suppose with that though, we'll then know middle of the race, because if you divide that by, what's there, 9, you divide 3 hours by 9, would you be able to work it out? I don't know. Would you be able to work out exactly when the rain is coming? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, mega. Yeah, I think the only thing is just deciding what we want for tyre wear, whether we're just going to keep it at 1 or... Yeah, light damage. Yeah, see, I'm always like full damage, full everything. But yeah, probably light damage. Are we going to do Spa 24-hour layout, are we? Or are we doing normal Spa? Because we've got the 24-hour layout now as well, don't we? I think that's all. I mean, I'm happy with everything, John, really, as long as we've... Yeah, 3-hour race. So it's endurance race, 3 hours. Custom weather, we've thrown in a guaranteed bit of rain. And then just whether we want tyre wear at times 1 or not, or if you wanted to go a little bit more. But I think if we do any more than that, it'll feel like we're just constantly doing pit stops. Yeah, but most don't. That's the thing, I don't want people dropping out after lap 1 because then they think, oh, my race is like ruined. I definitely don't want that. So yeah, I think that's all good. Maybe would we do a mandatory 2-tyre compound? Yeah, just stick with normal. Stick with normal. I was just asking which one we were doing, but yeah, normal's fine by me. Mostly because I'm crap at the 24-hour one at the moment. I always get the pit exit wrong. So I'm happy with all that, John, if you are. Don't want 10 pit stops. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, what do you reckon? Possibly just a required tyre type change, maybe? Just so that we're not all then just running the soft tyres constantly, but either way, I am more than happy. I'm sure that by default a few of us would try medium and a few would try this and that, whatever. So I'm happy with that, mate. I will drop you a message about it though, and we can sort everything out exactly if you've got any questions on it. I'm happy to just go with your best judgment, really, and I'll knock up some little promo bits and pieces for it and hopefully get a bit of attention on it. That'll be amazing. So yeah, good stuff. Right. Yeah, most will run softs mostly. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, if you say that we have to do at least 1 on the mediums, required tyre mediums, then most people would run the softs in it. Mixes it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Right, Custy. Well, we're going to end it there. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody hanging about, stopping by. We've had 5 good races there. Maybe we had 4. There was one bad one, I think, wasn't there? But I think we still recovered a little bit. So, and then that one there, that one at the end. My word, that was a good one. So, hopefully, everybody enjoyed it as much as me. I'll say medium required. Sounds like a plan, mate. Yeah, that sounds all good to me. Good stuff. Right, yo then. Well, hope everyone's enjoyed it. As I say, we shall catch you on Friday. Details on that to come and be confirmed, but 7 PM start. Roughly, something like that. I'll probably start the stream about 6:45. Sounds like a plan. Right, Custy, appreciate everyone tuning in. I shall catch you all on Friday. Enjoy your week, and hopefully I might get 1 or 2 of these videos out on the channel as full races, because they are worth sharing, I reckon. Right, catch you all later then. Toodles!